So it's happening. The park still hasn't confirmed it, but with the blueprints already leaked, I'd say it's got a high chance of coming to fruition. You see, a Knott's Berry Farm Giga Coaster was rumored for years, but now it's actually legit. It's a great thing to see a Cedar Fair park like this one preparing for another giant coaster. But how is it going to affect their competitor down the road? Six Flags Magic Mountain doesn't have a B&M Hyper or Giga Coaster. And if Knott's opens the world's tallest Giga, it might even become the best coaster in all of California. Six Flags Magic Mountain is in huge trouble, and the way the park responds to this will determine their future. Will they flourish, continuing to be the Six Flags chain favorite? Or will another park steal that title from them? Six Flags is gonna need to be smart now, and their next decision will have long-lasting effects. If you didn't hear it yet, Knott's Berry Farm is rumored to be getting a Giga Coaster. There were blueprints that were leaked, and after doing a little math, you can see that the potential coaster could possibly be the best Giga Coaster, beating out Ferry 325. The rumored coaster's height is said to be 325 feet, with a 347-foot drop going through an underground tunnel. The coaster is being squeezed into Knott's Berry Farm, and they will be removing parts of the parking lot to fit this coaster. The layout even has a part that shows supports from the coaster going through a building. So they're really going all out for this thing. The layout looks to have a mix of new style B&M elements, but more towards Ferry style layout. The coaster looks to have a bunch of Airtime hills as expected, and the helix that could actually be good. The overall coaster seems lower to the ground than something like Orion, which is a good thing, and the brake run on this one is a lot lower than the ones on the other Giga Coasters. It's really awesome to see Cedar Fair post 2020 is still willing to go all out and build massive coasters like this. Not only are they building the tallest Giga Coaster in the world, but they are restructuring the parking lot and seem to be pushing really hard for this project to happen. Obviously, a lot can change, and we don't even know if the blueprints will get approved by the city. But the fact that Cedar Fair is even trying to do something this big is awesome. Knott's Berry Farm pulls in the largest crowds from any Cedar Fair park according to attendance numbers I found, and the park is already pretty rowdy. The park doesn't have a true hypercoaster or Giga Coaster, and they only have one other B&M. A B&M Giga would give them another high-capacity coaster and will offer them a standout coaster that could become the best coaster in the world. Six Flags Magic Mountain and the whole west coast of the United States really doesn't have a true good hyper or Giga Coaster. Magic Mountain's hypercoaster is from Gianvinola, and a B&M Giga is something Magic Mountain always needed. How will the chain and park overall respond to this new Knott's Berry Farm Giga Coaster if it happens? Six Flags Magic Mountain has a new coaster for 2022 with Wonder Woman Flight of Courage, their new RMC Raptor, which will be the tallest and longest single rail coaster in existence. Does that mean a T-Rex is off the table for this park in the immediate future? With Magic Mountain having a new coaster for 2022 and Knott's Berry Farm getting their Giga in 2023 or 2024, Magic Mountain will need a new coaster for 2024 or 2025. The question is, what will they get? Six Flags Magic Mountain's next coaster will show us the direction the park and chain are taking with this park. If they open a B&M dive coaster, they will be on a better track than they are today. They would show us that the park and chain are willing to work with B&M going forward and are willing to spend more money than previously. Obviously, a B&M dive coaster would be no answer for the tallest B&M Giga Coaster in the world, but the park already has 20 coasters and the B&M dive will only make their already impressive lineup better. They could also go the Six Flags way, adding a giant SNS access coaster here, and that would be a good addition, but they already have X2. This is definitely an option and would help the park a lot, but I'm not sure it would compete with a Giga Coaster. Then there's RMC. What if Magic Mountain could open a T-Rex? You see, a T-Rex can be a totally different ride than a Raptor. Just like parks can get B&M Gigas only a few years after Hypers, why can't parks get RMC T-Rexes after an RMC Raptor? Magic Mountain Magic Mountain could get a 500-foot RMC T-Rex in 2025, even if it's only 350 feet. It could definitely rival a B&M Giga. An RMC T-Rex might even be a lot better than a B&M Giga. The only question is whether or not the T-Rex will be available at the time and whether Six Flags is willing to spend that much on a coaster. But I think it could happen, especially now that we see Six Flags spending more money on coasters working with B&M. What if RMC came out with a new model? I'm sure Six Flags would definitely want to get their hands on it right away, and it would definitely be awesome. I could see RMC coming out with a new model by 2025, but they also could be doing so well with the Raptor model that they don't launch another model for years later. Maybe RMC can make some sort of invert or spinning coaster model. Speaking of spinning coasters, Magic Mountain could definitely use a Mack Extreme spinner. Time Traveler at Silver Dollar City is one of the best coasters in the world, so this could definitely help the park compete with the B&M Giga. The only issue with this is that the Mack coasters are expensive, but I could still see this happening, though very unlikely. There's one more manufacturer Six Flags doesn't work with now, that they really should, and that is Intamin. After the success of VelociCoaster, I'm sure we'll see many parks try to replicate the success with Intamin of their own. But being that Six Flags just started working with B&M, I have to imagine Intamin will remain off the table for at least another while. That's what leads me to Vekoma. Vekoma has been creating some awesome new thrill machines around the world recently. Guess who owns Vekoma? Sensei, the same company that owns S&S. Six Flags already worked with S&S, so I could see them striking a deal with S&S's parent company to work with Vekoma. Replicating the success of VelociCoaster will be hard, but I think many parks will try to do that in the future. What better way for a Magic Mountain to do that than to work with Vekoma? But what about the other Six Flags parks? Click here to see my prediction.